Welcome to your perfume appointment. We're going to be testing out a few smells, scents from our sponsor today, Scentbird. They were kind enough to send over a few for us to try together. So I just want to get a little bit of information about what kind of scents you like, what is attractive to you. For example, I'm really partial to flowery smells, lavenders and rose. I think it reminds me of growing up with a big garden, and now I live in more of a city and I just don't get quite the same experience, so I love bringing in those flowery smells. Well, what about you? Oh, I love that smell. Okay, so you have a lot of different smells that you really like. So I think Scentbird's actually perfect for that because with Scentbird you get one designer fragrance every month for just $17 and you get to choose in advance, so there'll be no surprises. You'll know what you're going to get and you can plan for that. They have a wide variety of fragrances, both in colognes and perfumes, as well as some unisex options. Do you have a preference there? Okay, perfect. So I've got a few fragrances on here today from Scentbird that we can sort of try together and get a sense of the smells and the ingredients and things that you may like or dislike. So we'll start with something floral. This one's Floral Street, and it contains pink cotton candy, lemon, raspberry flower, and some peony accord. And that's a really lovely combination. And it comes with this ingredient chart here, so you can see what you're getting. Has a little bit of information as well about it. It's a light, fruity, floral perfume, so you can read more. You get a little card, information card with each order. And then it comes a little bag. And all you have to do is just take the scent, simply twist it, and you can test out a puff of air. So please show me your neck. Yes, up like that. Good. And just sort of get a sense of the smell. And to me, it just is so fresh, like spring, and I just really love that really calming and relaxing smell. It's a really good one. What do you think of that? Okay, great. So put that down. Something you might potentially be interested in. Moving on, let's take a look at Just Bloom next. And this one's a little bit more elegant, a little bit lighter than that last one. So it's got Lily of the Valley, gardenia, things like that. And same thing, just this time I'll go ahead and spray a little on your wrist. So just stick that out for me. It's nice because they come in different colors, the little canisters, and that's sort of a nice touch, and it looks really pretty as well when you have them all together. So go ahead and put that wrist out for me. Thank you. Okay, and just get a sense of what that smells like. That one's very bright, very bright. It has almost a little bit of a citrus smell to me personally, which I really like. What do you think of that one? All right. And the last one we have here today is going to be the Cabin Retreat. And this one has a bit of cedar wood, a little oak moss, a little sandalwood. So it's a bit more of a nature involved in that. And it's going to smell a little bit more like you're rustling through the woods, turtles splashing their way into oblivion. And I love the little descriptions on these cards. They're so cute. So last one, go ahead and give me that other wrist. Stick it out for me, nice and wide, perfect. Okay, and give that a smell. Yeah, I can really smell that cedar wood. That's so interesting. That's very strong smell, and it smells almost a little bit like the holidays to me personally. A little bit like fall with crisp weather coming on, which is really nice, especially right now when it's very hot. So go ahead and let me know what you think of that one. Oh, you like that one the most? Okay. All right. Well, that concludes our perfume testing, our fragrance testing. But I really love this fact with Scentbird. You can try it before you buy a large $150 fragrance bottle. And this way you get little individual canisters. You can see what you really like, what you're going to wear. You can play around with it. And if you're interested, you can go ahead and use my code for 55% off your Scentbird order. And this offer is open to anyone in the US or Canada. I highly recommend you give it a try because not only is it fun to receive a fragrance in the mail every month, but I've learned a lot about fragrances just by testing out the 3 that I've gotten in the mail. So thank you so much to Scentbird for sponsoring today's perfume session and today's video. Enjoy. Hi Jeremy.
Hi.
Welcome to the shop. We're going to be making some custom perfume scents today.
Sounds great.
So I appreciate you giving us a call. You mentioned you wanted to create something special for, was it your partner?
Yeah, my fiance.
That's very sweet of you. So we'll be going through samples of different scents today. And the way it works is you'll test them all out. We'll take some notes on what you like, what you didn't like. We'll test out some of those combinations and you'll take it home with you for your fiance. So have you ever done this before?
No.
Right, I'll walk you through it. We'll start out with just getting a sense for the smells. I've got 14 common scents here. We'll hopefully find something that you like, and we generally recommend picking 2 to 3 different scents and combining them. Anything more than that can start to be a bit of overwhelming to the olfactory. We want to make sure it really comes through, the scents that you choose come through and don't get muddled or mixed up with other options. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to work our way snake-like from number 1 down this way to number 14. So I'm going to have you, do you have anything on your hands right now, any scents?
No, I don't.
I'm going to have you sanitize your hands with a neutralizer. And just what this is going to do is just take any scents or oils off your hands so you can truly get a sense of the smell. If you like something, you'll first just smell it, and then I'll have you test it on your wrist a little bit.
Okay.
So, this first one here is chocolate. So first I'm going to have you just take a smell. Sort of, you can waft it in a little. And I want you to give me a number on a scale of 1 to 10, how pleasant that is for you. 1 being not at all pleasant and 10 being very pleasant.
It's very pleasant. Probably a 9 or a 10.
Okay, great. Starting off strong. So the chocolate definitely has a very intense smell. So we definitely recommend only going with one other scent for this. The chocolate will probably be the predominant scent, but we can play around with it. So because you like this, I'm just going to have you put out your wrist for me on the table. I'm just going to put just a little bit of the essence on your skin. Go ahead and hold that up to your nose and make sure you like it on the skin as well.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So we'll try and keep your wrist separately. We'll test in a couple different spots, then we can neutralize the area. So this next one here is rosemary. And this is going to be a more herb smell, a little more earthy. The chocolate was a little more sweet. So go ahead and take a smell of that for me. And rate that from 1 to 10.
Probably around a 3 or 4.
Okay, so not as strong for that one. And was it just a little more on the earthy side, a little less on the sweet side that was dissuading you, or do you have any feedback?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So this next one here is lavender. It's going to be a very flowery scent. Go ahead and smell that for me. Go ahead and rate that for me.
I like that one as well. Probably around an 8.
Okay. So we'll test that on the skin as well. Let me get a fresh dropper. Could I just have the other wrist, please? go ahead and smell that. Just have a little distance there.
Yeah, still like that.
Okay. Next we have orange citrus. So this is going to be a very vibrant smell, very bright, fresh.
Yeah, I like that. Probably would rate that around a 6.
6, okay. I think it's worth testing on the wrists then, just in case. Sometimes things can smell very strong when in this concentrated form, but can be a little less potent on the wrist. And let me just try that there, where you hadn't had a scent before. Give that a try.
Yeah, I like that, but I would probably still keep it the same.
Okay, perfect. Right. Number 5, we'll take a look, take a smell of this, and that is vanilla. So it should be a familiar smell to you if you do any baking, cooking. It smells like warm cookies kind of thing. How does that make you feel?
I really like that one as well. Probably would rank that another 9 or a 10.
Okay, great. So vanilla is a great base for a lot of scents. So let's go ahead and give me that other wrist again. And we'll do it up here. Just take a smell.
Yeah, really like it.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and put a star next to that one since that's your highest rated so far. We'll start the mix with that. Cinnamon is next, and cinnamon is in the same family as the chocolates and the vanillas. It's going to give you that fresh baked cookie, apple pie sort of feeling. But it can be also quite sharp, quite spicy.
Yeah, that one's probably around a 5 for me. Pretty
Okay.
neutral.
Pretty neutral, so go ahead and just set that back for now. Moving on to some of the more fresh smells. This is sea breeze, and so it's going to be salty and fresh and smell like the beach, perhaps.
Yeah, I like that one. Probably around maybe a 6 or a 7.
Okay, perfect. So we will go ahead and test that. I'm going to have you neutralize your hands one more time for me, please. Okay, go ahead and rub them together and just get those wrists. Okay. And we'll give this one a try. Okay.
Yeah, I like it even more on the skin. Probably around a 7.
7 or 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Some things may surprise us. So we have jasmine here. Jasmine is going to be a bit of a sweet smell. If you know the tea, jasmine tea. It's a flower, so.
Yeah, I don't like that one that much. Probably around a 2 or a 3.
Okay. Yeah, so you haven't rated besides the lavender, you've really preferred some of the more richer smells. So that's pretty much in line with your current ratings. And we have peppermint now. So this is going to be really fresh.
Yeah, I do like peppermint, but I think it's a little overpowering here.
Okay, yes. So would you say more that 2 or 3 again?
Yeah.
So we've got some eucalyptus here.
Yeah, I like that, but maybe still like a middle of the road kind of.
Would you like to try it on your wrist just to be sure?
Yeah.
Go ahead and put this just on the top portion here. Give that a smell for me.
Yeah, I feel about the same.
Okay. Alright, so on to number 11, and this is frankincense. So it might have that smell of the holidays, by the fire, that kind of memories coming to mind.
Interesting. That one's okay, but probably still like a 3 or 4.
Okay. Next up is lemongrass. Give that a smell.
Yeah, not a huge fan of that. It's a little too sweet for me.
Okay. So we have sandalwood. This is going to be more of a tendency to be an earthy scent.
Yeah, that's okay. Probably rank that around a 6 or a 7.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Go ahead and give me your right wrist. Perfect. Or your left. Sorry about that. And give that a smell.
Yeah, about the same.
Okay. So you feel good about that one, maybe not as strong as the others.
Yeah.
And lastly, we've got some tea tree.
I'm pretty neutral about that one as well.
Neutral. Okay. Well, we've got a lot of really great choices here to choose from. I see you've rated chocolate quite high, lavender quite high, and as well as vanilla were your top choices with the sea breeze as backup. I definitely recommend trying out a little bit of the vanilla with the lavender first. I think the vanilla could be a good base and the lavender could bring some lightness to it. So let's go ahead and put that together for you. We'll keep track of percentages here. And just pull out you've got the chocolate there. The lavender and vanilla. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to start out with the lavender and vanilla, and we'll just start out with a couple of drops of the vanilla and about twice as much of the lavender, so we'll do a 66 to 33%. And we'll of course mix it with some solution as well, so it's not so strong. Just going to set up here. Got a couple of different things. So we will start out with that lavender. And let's do 4 drops of this. And 2 drops of the vanilla. And it may not seem like a lot of scent, but it's potent. It's concentrated, so it will be fragrant. Just gonna mix that up a little. Go ahead and smell that. And again, it will be a little concentrated, but
Yeah, I like that.
So let's go ahead and add in the base here. See if there's anything else we need to add to it. And we can go ahead and make upwards of 4 scents for you here today with different combinations. How's that?
It's really nice.
Okay. So before we fill it completely, let's just try rolling it on the skin. Go ahead and give me one of your wrists and just give me the top because we haven't sanitized the back yet. Thank you. Go ahead and give that a smell.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and just finish it out. So we'll create another 2 drops of the vanilla. And 4 more drops of the lavender. Similar smell there?
Yes.
Alright. So there's your first one. I do want to play a little bit around with that chocolate because you were so interested in it. I'm just going to get a fresh cup to pour it into so we don't cross-contaminate them. Would you like to re-sanitize your hands or are you alright?
I'll re-sanitize.
Okay. Make sure to get those wrists. Okay, Jeremy, so we're going to start with the chocolate scent here. And we'll just play around with it. Do you like very strong smells? Like, go ahead and smell that concentrated.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty strong.
Yeah, that is strong.
So I would definitely suggest let's just start with just a couple of drops and pair it up with that vanilla. I think that's going to create a really yummy, rich scent. And have a smell of that.
Yeah, that's very nice.
You feel like there's enough chocolate in there?
Maybe a little more chocolate, actually.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it could be more potent. It's always easier to add than to take away, though. Try that.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, it's really rich.
Smells good.
Let's add some base here. another smell. Good. All right. Well, let's bottle that and just make sure it rolls on with the same effectiveness. But otherwise, I think you're in good shape today. All right, put out your wrist for me, please. And go ahead and give that a smell.
Yeah, it's even better.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Jeremy, here are your 2 custom scents today. And you can go ahead and give those to your fiance, and hopefully she likes them. But otherwise, I think you're all set. We really appreciate you coming in today, and certainly don't hesitate to come back and create some more scents.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to use code ChiliBeeASMR to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. Sleep well.